So hello everyone and welcome back to Jagged Alliance 2 with Gita. So, where we were left out was that we were trying to not to actually protect the airport at the moment, but to do some other things. Tor is also 30 hours, so I guess I should really offer him one more day.
I have 2 marathons to run within the next week, so while I can't take the job right now, I might be able to join you in the future. Try to let me know further ahead of time.
Okay, that is bad. That is really bad news. Really bad news. Because if I cannot hire him again, then there's going to be only the 30 hours when he is still usable in here. Which will make things really difficult, if I might say. Maybe it means that we should really go back to the airport and defend it. Because I don't know if I can actually even have him around, which would not be very good, but yeah. Well, what can you do apparently? He doesn't want to be staying with us. If they're gonna be attacking against the airport again, first, let's go there.
Completed. I'm available.
Take positions from there, on the other hand. And no, not you. I was trying to press that switch to this place here.
Yeah.
Got my ear.
So,
Ready.
that does of course mean that
Okay.
I would have tried to actually run, but fine.
Breeze clear.
So, what kind of positions would we now like to take? I kind of like the idea of trying to start looking from this area in all reality. It's way better defensive positions. Just try to wait when they are coming around. Come on.
Got my ear.
Okay.
How did I do that they would actually run together in that direction? Oh well, not that it really matters that
You
much,
got my ear.
but Ira can just take a place inside. And then
Jawohl.
I'm not sure if everyone else should be going to the rooftop actually. It's not a bad idea. Overall, I wouldn't say
Ready.
that it wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Of course, they will not be starting that close to this area. Those enemies coming into here, but it's not really that big of a deal, even if it takes a little bit of time. And let's really annoying
I
though.
have 2 marathons.
Is deciding to be leaving, and that is really bad news for us, for sure. Well, Tor, I really don't like what you're doing to me. Well, start training that. Well, actually, we are already started training the militia here previously, so at least that's even quicker now. So, something good. Something good nonetheless. But, well, let's try to defend the airport then. Yes, you can catch some Z's, that's fine.
What to do now?
Well, I guess we could be training some more militia, why not? I have to look into... Well, I could actually offer Hitman already the 1 week extra, which I think is not a bad idea, especially when Tor is not gonna be staying anyways, so why not offer at least Hitman the 1 extra week immediately?
Good news, Ace. I was in no rush to leave. We got work to do.
I'm happy that you two feel the same way. I'm really quite happy that you feel that way. Well, let's start training militia. Hitman can still rest. Ira, I don't know what Ira would wanna do. What facility was there? Small airport, or... Then there would be the AC. building, which would increase. The locals here may be willing to scout out this surrounding area for you. You can collect the information gleaned from them to get a better idea about enemy activity in this region. But you have to have enough of a leadership. So I don't know, maybe you can go and practice train a little bit. Why not? When it happens to be something that you can pretty easily do in there. It just kind of feels like they would be attacking from here first. But I don't know now then. Well, they're coming.
Squared away. Find me something else.
Well, I think you guys could really be sleeping a little bit more first of all. And we could really be sending a little bit more of this militia. On the other hand, I don't know if we have to fight against these guys now because we have this much militia around here. So maybe we could just do so that we first move ourselves away from here and just let them do the battle. Even if Thor would be actually quite nice to also have to do something, but hopefully they will actually attack then into this place. And actually you should not be in there either, Ira. Then let's see if they could now handle that group, because there's at least a relatively lot of that militia around there.
Ace.
So it could be okay. I just hope they would actually attack here relatively soon though. For more than a few reasons. Because otherwise if they don't attack here relatively soon, then Thor is going to be of no more use to me than he wants of taking this area. Because he's going to be gone from here, very much indeed. Completely gone. To some marathon that he wants to be running.
Yeah.
Well, we gained 1 point of health, that's nice. I don't know if there's really any big use in having anyone aim anything, because I think that everyone basically needs some time to rest. So, well, Hitman doesn't really need right now necessarily, but nonetheless it will even be a little bit while before the enemy would really be coming here. I guess I might say. Okay, let's rest everyone who needs resting. And let's see if the enemy can be handled this time around by our militia. At least there's a lot of it. At least there is a lot of militia. Well, we're gonna be losing lots of militia at least too because of it, but they should at least be able to win. Yes, at least they won. Not that it's... Well, how many militias died? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11... Yeah, basically 19. Because 20 plus 20. So 19 militias died because of it. Yay. Well, at least some would have been promoted into regular militia, but... that doesn't make me too happy nonetheless. Well, everyone is going to be nonetheless pretty much packed in here right now then. So that we can see if that would work. I guess I could save into another spot. And see then. Hopefully they are gonna be attacking while Thor is still around, because I really would actually like him to be able to do something. Yes, they are going to attack. Well, that's good. And yes,
I have confirmed opposition activity in the area.
Call for reinforcements for sure. Go to sector. Well, our militia is able to start moving immediately up. Loads of it. Which is not in any way a bad thing, for sure. Somewhere being shot, for sure, though. I'm kind of interested to see if there's actually going to be coming any enemies from that direction now then immediately. Not necessarily, so we'll see.
Ready.
At least we have a good amount of militia. I guess we are gonna be aiming that way
Yeah.
nonetheless. At least it's kind of nice that the militia and us are actually going to
You
be
got my
getting the
ear.
first turn. I'm not kind of used to it, but it's nice for sure. And you could really be dropping these two items and taking the weapon in hand. And just be on the lookout.
Jawohl!
And actually you're not probably needed to be looking that way, so come around into here and start aiming, so we will see if there's anything coming from that way at some point, which I'm sure there will be. At some point anyhow. If we can at least repel one of the peak waves that we kind of see, we're able to repel even in last time around, but we were just lynx left. Before the next one comes around, then it should be okay at least to retreat a little bit. It's already a good thing that we at least were able to hire Hitman for one more extra week. So that he is not at least going to be leaving from to anywhere else, which is very good. Well, nothing actually from that direction, doesn't seem like it. Well, I still think we have a relatively good positions here.
Jawohl!
Civilian's turn, of course, is not very long.
Ready.
Not that it really would need to be. Well, I guess we could come into this way then and have a look. Hitman can still be aiming that way though.
You got my ear.
Ira could probably be moving more into here and just keep an eye into this direction then. Even though we do have a lot of militia here too, so as such it's not really that big of a deal. Just be on the lookout, casket. Well, there's loads of enemies for sure though. Loads of enemies. It kind of would have been a great story last time around if me and Hitman would have been able to survive from here out, even if Ira and Thor would have died. As such, I don't know if I really need to be caring that much if Thor dies or lives. Of course, I would probably like to hire him in the future too, but he's not gonna be wanting to stay anyway, so as such it's not as important. Well, I'm gonna be trying to keep him alive nonetheless. At least we have a lot of militia now too who are trying to be doing their moves. One even climbed to the rooftop with Ira. I think that there's at least people in here. It's kind of a good question how much we should be moving though. It's kind of good that most of our militias haven't been moving at least too much.
Ready.
Just kind of considering if Lynx should be moving into some other position. I wonder if there's enemies more from there or from the down. Kind of this rooftop could work, possibly, for at least a moment or so. Kind of am interested to go and see at least. If I could try to do something more than just hang around there.
Yeah.
Hitman isn't really needed there either for now. Maybe Hitman could just run into the same rooftop where Ira is. That wouldn't be a bad idea, I'm sure. Thor still hasn't seen anything. I'm pretty sure that there's something in here on the left. There was militias coming from all of these areas anyways, so probably yes. I do like this rooftop for shooting though, but well, I guess at this point it might be okay idea to just switch to that place. Nonetheless, at least everyone should have been able to rest pretty well in the previous night. Yes, yes, you heard something somewhere, I'm sure. As such, I guess that could explain that when he says that I heard something in here, then a lot of people militias decide to be going that way. That direction. To that direction. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yes, roof. This rooftop is packed, considering there's the militia as well in here.
Ready.
Not you, Thor. Just running a little bit.
Jawohl!
Jawohl.
What a shame! We'll have to do some killing.
Okay, we actually were able to this way spot something, which is nice. Even if we're not able to actually hit there. Maybe Lynx should just come into this rooftop too.
Ready.
Maybe yes. Why not? At least we spotted him, so we know where at least some enemies are. Which surely is not the worst thing. It's kind of a shame that they attack a little bit more or less differently, because I kind of like the way they attack the first time around.
Contact.
But, well, yes, there's people at least here. For sure. At this moment I almost wish that I wouldn't have switched links, because I could be actually looking from there relatively well right now. Into this direction. That guy is hard to see though, because he's camouflage. Should I just move back to that rooftop? It is a good sniping position. Especially considering how much militia we have around. So, maybe. But there is people there. As we can see, our militia is shooting that way. So as such, this is not a bad position either. For sure, because then we can help the militia into that way. Maybe I should rather move Hitman into here and just move Lynx there, like I was planning to. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. You run into here. Yeah, let's just run there. So we can go up next turn.
Yeah.
And, Hitman, maybe you can actually come back and switch the rooftop into this one soon enough. I'm sure you're not too badly at the moment.
Contact.
Okay, you can see something in there too, which is not bad, but they are very good soldiers considering how very well camouflaged they are, that it's even hard to spot them. Like the guy here who just lay low. Suppression fires. Yeah, they are definitely firing on our militias. In here, most likely, yes.
Verdammt!
Well, that guy is coming closer. And we were unable to try to interrupt him.
Contact. Verdammt!
There's a lot of people coming from here too, yeah. Well, I'm not sure if that was the wisest decision from you, to be honest. I guess they cannot see Thor that well either, though. I think these are all our militias who've died here. At least we have a lot of these blue militias around here, still. And still green militias too, of course, but blue militias as such are better nonetheless. But yeah, let's just get Hitman into here and into rooftop next door, and that should be relatively good. And I'm gonna be going to the rooftop right now.
Oh, crumbs.
Yeah. It's good that you're able to see something. You can then try to do something more than just, well, just standing around next turn around. It's a shame that we cannot hit better? Was this the better? Yeah, this would be the better gun though. I guess it doesn't take too much time to just start aiming with this one and try to see about hitting. Still cannot try to hit the head though. Okay, there's also a guy in there now. Just like trying to consider how much time does it take for him to lay low. If we hit with 31, we can at least still lay completely down if we want to. I'm pretty sure. And you did hit, so that's pretty good.
Ready.
Yeah. Well, next turn we can try to do a little bit more.
Verdammt!
But there are going to be people coming from this direction for sure. Surrounding this building probably in a wave at some point or another, but now that at least we have these militias around, even though some of them already got killed, I'm very sure, it should be relatively okay. Not the best, for sure, but relatively speaking nonetheless. I should have really actually switched now than the battle scope into this one, then I would have been able to hit better to the longer distance. Yeah. Didn't notice to actually think about that right now then. Lynx, you're gonna go and help into that way in a moment. Like, it's funny how there's shots coming from there when we nonetheless have a militia standing right here. Well, actually there was militia shooting from that way into there, yeah. Of course. Let's see, can we see anything more in here than what we have been able to see previously? Well, there's at least a few guys, but they're actually in a pretty critical condition already. And we can't shoot right now. But well, at least we can know what the situation is down there. Which is not bad in any way. It's good to know what the situation happens to be. Yeah, and I'm not too surprised to be able to see some peoples in there too.
You got my ear.
You will be starting to aim here though.
Jawohl!
I'm not too worried about casket. We can still see two people. Who are those? Yeah, in that direction, of course.
Verdammt!
Yeah, that's one guy still in there. I guess I can just use this weapon though right now. 49. That's fine. He is in critical condition. It takes 16 to move there, or 12 into one of these places. Here it would have been way more useful that I would have simply like used that backing up thing, but I should really look what that was or how that exactly was done. But Hitman can try to do something about that thing guy in there. You don't have the action points right now. Next turn, if Militia have not been able to take care of those guys, then yes. Not quite yet. Not quite yet possible. But with the assistance of the Militia, we can try to actually do a little bit more in here nonetheless. Ira is just kind of like a more of a fire support girl in the middle there, and then we are gonna be taking the sides with Hitman, and Thor is a little bit like in the middle. We might be able to switch into this other rooftop later on, but first we need to be taking care of these enemies in here. Can't see where the suppression fire is coming down. Now our Militia can act. It's nonetheless good that we have a pretty good Militia force still around Hitman there. Yeah, they're not really hitting those guys very well, so it's good that we're here to be helping a little bit with this issue around this church area. They're not, of course, the worst kind of enemies anyways. But still, civilians are covering in fear. Okay, poor and strong. I think you should be the primary target then. Strong, and you're even better guy than these two are. 34. I guess that's fine. He's still in a critical condition though, so he didn't die, unfortunately, but I guess it should be relatively fine. Yeah, nothing in there. That girl has also gone missing.
Jawohl!